Okay, so let's continue from where we stopped. So as I was describing, so there are different ways to format our text. So let's start with so for me to increase the font of my text, so I can have, let's say, font size, font size. So I can then increase the size of my text. So a text is usually a default size of 16 pixels. So let's say I have let me increase it to something like 20 pixels. So we can see there's an increase in size. So to make it look bolder, I can then say something like font font weight. So there is no actual need to memorize most of these stuff. So that is the advantage of using an advanced text editor. So once you type in your code, so it will show you some suggestions. So let me have font weight of 700. Okay, I have that. So we can see there's an increase in the font weight. So let's say I want this to look like an edit. So I can then say, let's have this at 30 pixels. Okay, so we can see that I can also change the way my text looks like. So let's say I want font family. I want to change the design of my text, so I can have cursive, I can have sans serif. So this is serif by default, serif. So I can have sans serif. So let me have Arial. So we can have sans serif. So this is sans serif. So we can have that here. So so if we check our browser, so you can see that there's a change in the font. Awesome. So let's say I want this to be at the center. I want this my text to be at the center. So I can have so let's say text center, text align, sorry. So we have different way. So by default your it is always text align left. So if I center this, so I can have here, so you can see this. So if I give this a background, if I give this a background, okay. Let's say I have a background color of let's say I have a sorry. Let's say I add a background to my heading. So let's say I have a heading here. Or I have a background, sorry, VG. It's black. And I have a color of white. So you can use text or you can use okay. So when we can change the color, so we can have this. So as I said, there's always a default padding and margin. So I can then say here,
Hello, sir. We are no more seeing your screen. No.
okay, let me check that. So we can see it now, yeah.
Yes, yes, you can see now.
I'm coming. Okay, so if we check our browser, as I said, there's always a default padding and margin, so we can get rid of that in our body. So so there's something called the box model in CSS. So I'm coming. So let's get rid of the margin. So there's something called the margin and the padding. Okay. So if I come here, we can see that it now extends to the end of the page. So to explain box model, So we can see that here in the console of the browser. So I can use this image here. Can we also this image, this particular image I'm hovering on? Can we see it?
Yes, we
Okay,
can
so
see.
if we have an element, so this is the element. So the space directly outside the element is the padding. The space outside the element is the padding. So if we have an element, you can see. So the space directly outside the element is the padding. So this space within the color, the background, this space here, the space above it, it is the background. It is the padding, sorry. So the space outside, this space outside is called the margin. So we have this here, the margin, the margin. So let's say let me just let's use this to create a block size instead. So let's say I have this here. Let me get rid of this. So I have this. Let's say I have a header section, header section, and I have a an element of